Abe going to be your first up versus Lazy, and Lazy already gets a big bleed. It's going to be the kill on that pet. I was just going to talk to Archie just here for a second before we start recording. And Abe might be in a situation where you might just have to turtle shell this immediately with the wife pet. A Lazy per leap and out of there, going for the reset. Does he still have a 100 mark on him? He doesn't, so Abe is going to be able to go for a manic bandage flare. Oh, freeze the trap right on his feet. How was he able to get a flare and freeze the trap immediately, like one global than the next? If Lazy Per only went in a little bit earlier, he would have been in a good spot. Going to be a camo for Abe with a steel trap. Lazy Per getting caught in it is going to power shift out of it. Going to be the flayed shot by Abe, looking for a big setup versus Lazy Per. Lazy Per still has a lot of cooldowns. Going to be a stun with a trick out of the Feral Druid, and Abe does not have a trick out of his own. Going to be commanding coordinated assault. Wait, actually, hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Abe is actually doing quite a bit of damn to your boy Lazy. Is actually putting in the stopper to that man. Gonna be that full Ursul's Vortex around the corner. Lazy getting pincered by the pet and the hunter. Trying to avoid the pet, trying to make some damage happen to the hunter. Gonna be that the full Chimeric Poison slowing him down with the sounds and a damage side healing reductions. Quick muzzle by Abe as Lazy finds himself super low. Might as well pop a wall here if he continues getting pressured by the hunter. As Abe walks by, kill shots him right in the paw. And backs up out of it, just tags him right in the paw, man. As Lazy tried to get himself some healing, maintaining himself as best as possible, trying to build some calm points off of that pet. Could potentially go for a big main versus Abe Hunt. Will not be able to use Convoke for a while. Abe does not have a trinket anymore, so Lazy could maybe take advantage of it, but so far just worked the pet down instead. And is looking for a reset. He wants to wait until Abe is ready to go to get himself a new pet. Gonna try to see if he can swipe him out in the open, and that's gonna be Abe with our flare. Got himself a good position. Wants to make sure there's Hunter's mark onto Lazy Per, and does establish that the pet is out. Lazy Per more or less can determine where Abe Hunt is at. Getting an opener on the pet again, focusing the pet down. Is gonna be a flake shot by Abe Hunt. So Lazy Per is just gonna put pressure on that pet, put some big bleeds on that thing, and eventually that pet isn't gonna be there to provide Abe a protection. Especially if that pet is gone, you can just convoke Abe Hunter down. It's going to be pretty easy. Lazy Per should have a convoke coming up very, very soon. Does he chance getting the stun to Abe? Or does he just focus down the pet? Looks like he's trying to get a maim. Convoke. Does the pet take some of it? Gonna be Abe not sitting that stun long at all. I don't even know how he didn't sit that stun long. Did he have a second trinket or something? It's to a stun onto Lazy Per. Was able to muzzle that convoke. Lazy under so much pressure. Wall, is that going to be enough even? Trying to get himself regrowth healing back to back. Gonna be a rejuve as well with Swiftman. And does get himself a big mend. But it's still in such a much pressure. Ava does end up hunting him down. I don't even know how you got out of that stun. Was it just the shortest stun in the world? Was it DR'd? Bash? I don't even understand, to be honest. I feel like that was the shortest stun I've ever seen. Nade's getting lobbed in as Abe tried to get some pressure versus Chicaqo. Back it up out of there. And Chicago's sending out their Earth Elemental and everything. That Earth Elemental should actually be able to put quite a bit of pressure and actually get aggro off of the pet off of Chicaqo. Abe super low on L. That's going to be Turtle Shell. Does get himself a bit of healing. Chicaqo focusing on that pet. It is going to be able to take it out. Abe, if he gets out of here, he could camo, feign death camo, and get out of there. Maybe potentially get a freezing trap on Chicaqo. That Earth Elemental might allow Chicaqo to avoid a freezing trap. Does work out exactly. I wanted Abe to give himself a reset. Big LA Blast. If Abe goes for a feign death camo. Oh, Chicaqo gets him out. Actually, oh my goodness. That's the first time in a long while I've seen a Crash Lightning actually clip somebody out of stealth. So many times that I watched Shamans. Rogues vanish. You try to hit him with that, and it looks like he just whiffs him above his head. He just whiffs him above his head. I don't understand. And that would actually worked. Hey, that's huge. Wait, did somebody leave one over team 2? I think we'd lost a rogue over on team 2. Maybe the DC'd or something. Either way, we'll get him rolling back so hopefully soon. Cheap shot on Chicaqo. Big road out of gambling. As they get a big vendetta, maybe potentially vanish. Chicaqo under a lot of pressure. No wall available. Does have himself a little bit of a heal. Gambling vanish. Massive damage for Chicaqo. Chain harvest to keep him alive. Ghost to give Maelstrom. Does the Shaman actually live? There's no way, dude. Stun onto gambling. Chicaqo churning it around. Still super low in health. Wall is up. Does Chicaqo have enough mana, enough healing? Maelstrom is there. And mana barely there. Does survive this go from the rogue. That was so deadly. Yo, gambling had himself some of the biggest damage out there. What the? I don't understand. I don't understand any of it. Blind and Chicaqo's the rogue goes for a reset. Oh, there is so much pressure. Oh my god. That's just an incredible amount of damn. 100% crit with all the dots ticking out. Shiv. What is going on? What is going on? I don't understand. Chicaqo sitting down just to get himself some mana back. Chicaqo can heal. They just need mana. Is gambling just gonna go for a complete reset? I think Chicaqo needs to get this rogue out before he gets advantage back up. So also, it looks like gambling. I was gonna say, I was about to make something dumb. I was gonna ask, does he run Dustwalker? But no, he runs like 100% crit Lego. That's how he's doing so much burst damage. I was gonna be like, well, why is his Vendetta and Vanish synced? It's because he actually Vendetta vanished a little bit later. I was literally about to make that dumb statement, but I answered my own question. Chicaqo jumping down, no shadow step out of the rogue. I don't know if he shadow stepped already. Gonna be a quick shiv on Chicaqo. Does exchange stuns. Gonna be that sun totem. And Chicaqo getting blasted out by all those dots. It's gonna be a little bit before the rogue gets full burst available again. Actually, very soon. If you can wait it out long enough, you go for full dots with the shiv on Chicaqo with the kidney shot. Chicaqo should have a trick for this one with the wall as well. But looks like gambling is not gonna be able to go and see that burst again. And Chicaqo is gonna put some pressure into him. Warv gonna be out next with the Fury Warrior burst. Chicaqo popping wall immediately. Ghost was already in play. Lots of Maelstrom is generated. Is it going to be a spear out of Warv? The Ghost Wolves do get speared, but Chicaqo avoids that. I think when the Goblin Racial jumped out at the right time. Maybe they just wanted to escape, but it was a perfect jump. Trying to see if he can juke the Warrior. Oh, there was opportunity. There was a chance at it. Now he tried to use the Goblin Racial. Getting a bit of Maelstrom from Warv, just trying to maintain themselves as Warv gets so much pressure with a big reckless abandon. The Fury Warrior definitely has a lot of sustained pressure. Chicaqo needs to disconnect from it completely, setting the Ghost Wolves in, letting them generate some Maelstrom for Chicaqo as they're looking for a reset behind the pillar. Getting some auto attacks to the wall, but mostly just waiting. Also, Chicaqo still has that rogue dot in them. Because Chicaqo hasn't been able to get out of combat with Warv getting back into combat immediately, they still are ticking down to that rogue bleed by the looks of it. Or if anything, at least the animation is still there. Don't know if the image is there? I would imagine there is. I imagine it is. Except we can't see like numbers out of their health bars or anything, you know, so it's kind of to tell. Stun into Warv with the Chain Harvest, and Chicaqo tried to turn it around. No more mana for the Shaman though. And Warv, does he have any more healing? Big Alley Blaster, no! Chicaqo does get him down. With Archie up next, Chicaqo does not get a break. From the rogue with the biggest burst to the warrior with so much pressure to a Shadow Priest that's going at you with full CDs. With all the CCs, Silent Stun gonna be able to chase it after your wall up for Chicaqo. Needs Maelstrom, needs mana. Doesn't have either one. Had a little bit of Maelstrom to burn whatever little mana they had. And that's gonna be a big damage out of Archie, but he doesn't have a lot of mobility. Archie does have to kind of play with a limited amount of mobility compared to Chicaqo, who just pop it a Ghost Wolves. Earth Elemental join in, so that's gonna give Chicaqo a little bit extra health to work with. But it's also gonna give Archie an extra target to dot up and attack. It means you could also get a lot more procs from Mindless. Big damage on Archie. Might end up popping defensive. Looks like Chicaqo find a bit of burst. Found just a little bit of burst and just continued on with it. I don't think it was a Chain Harvest either. Interrupt Archie into Shadow. Could be pretty bad for him. Does get sundered. Gonna be more lightning bolts. Shadow Ments are out for Archie as he does go for Greater Fade. It is gonna be able to get a dot onto the stun onto Chicaqo. Trinkets out of that stun totem. Using mind control, Chicaqo does pre-tremor it. Very good. Very well done with that pre-tremor. Another interrupt in Shadow. Archie, every time he's interrupted in Shadow, does not have access to his CC or defenses. Could be a lot of pressure for Archie. Chicaqo does end up taking him out of the end. I am surprised. I can't believe that happened. And Ape Hunt is the last one left. Wait, didn't Ape Hunt already play? Oh, he did. Wait, Chicaqo 1v4? I guess it did. Whoever that other rogue was, I guess they left, so it's only 1v4. But there it is. Well done. I like it. Let's get another one rolling, boys. Yeah, let's get some variety. Swap out the rogue real quick.